So late 2001, I think it was maybe November of 2001, we were going to war. And Afghanistan was where the war was. You remember, and at the time, that was it. There was nothing else going on. We went to Afghanistan. So I did a 7-month cruise on a carrier from November of 2001. I think we came back April, May of 2002, and did combat operations over Afghanistan, and a lot more ordnance and a lot busier. We did a mission at the time. It was called Operation Anaconda. I think I might have asked you about that. That was like the largest ground offensive we had supported since Desert Storm. And when we came back in April or May of 2002, we thought we'd sort of largely won the war. We thought we'd accomplished most of our mission. We left thinking, hey, this thing is winding down. We're feeling pretty good about it. And when I got back in May of 2002, I kind of distinctly remember, like, I just had my war experience. I was a pilot in combat, and I'd done Southern Watch, but obviously nothing like this. But I'd done a combat deployment off a carrier, supported troops on the ground in Afghanistan, dropping bombs and flying off carriers. I kind of thought that was it. I think a lot of us did.
Yeah, a lot of us did. I know I thought that by coming back from my first deployment to Iraq. I was kind of, I'm thankful that I got to do this deployment. And I thought it can't go on that much longer. But, I mean, really quickly after we got back, it spiraled. And I said, oh, this is going to be a while.
Yeah, big time. While I was on that deployment, I had got an email from Top Gun saying, hey, why don't you come up here next summer and be an instructor? So I came back in May of that deployment knowing that my next step was going to go back up to Fallon. So I was feeling pretty good about that. I was pretty pumped to know what was next. And, in that period of time we came back, I'm packing up that summer, moving out in the fall, and already the gears are starting to turn for what ended up being Operation Iraqi Freedom. It's the writing is on the wall that we're not done. I mean, we're really just getting started. And it was several months before that all kicked off. I think everybody in the military certainly knew this is which way it's going to happen. And I think there were some things along the way that were supposed to occur, but we all knew this was coming. Certainly, it kicked off in March of the following year. It wasn't a big surprise to any of us. Yeah. And I was up at Fallon kind of watching that whole thing roll, and I realized that deployment that I just finished was not the end of, what we were doing as a country, trying to deal with this problem.